everybody. Guess who's back? Nata's back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Oscar B.Studios. My name is Maranatha, and here we talk about all things Nollywood movies, Nollywood series. If you're looking for a place where you get premium Nollywood Nigerian movie recommendations and series recommendations, this is the place to be. I'm very excited today. In fact, I was not excited at first up until yesterday night. Oh, I became excited to record this video, and it's because of the movie I watched yesterday night. You know what? Let me not waste too much time. Let me just go into the video of today or what I want to talk about today. Before now, I was planning to talk about this series that I recommended a while back, The Olive. So the season two, I just completed the season two and I watched it. And I've been stalling coming to do this. I don't even know if I'll call it a review or a rant. So I was looking for something else to add. Like, I'm just like, that's not enough. That's not enough. I need something that will, spice up my video. And then I watched the movie I watched yesterday, and I can tell you that. Oh, I enjoyed myself yesterday. Anyway, the two movies I'm going to be talking about, one is a movie and one is a series. Let me just talk about the series first, and then we'll go into the movie, which is, as you can tell by the way I've been going on, I actually enjoyed it. So, The Olive season two came out, and yeah, well, I have thoughts. People have thoughts. I usually don't look at people's review before I come to talk about the movie, but I made the mistake of looking at of watching or looking at people's comments, and I don't know, I think it's there to seep into my own perception, but I'll still try to be as unbiased as possible. So there were 13 episodes and I waited till it was done before I watched it because I've learned not to be watching and waiting because you'll just be getting angry in case the episode does not end well. So I waited for all the episodes to come out before I watched it because one episode was like maybe 25 minutes max, which was too short. In fact, it was not enough. So if you do 25 by 13 episodes, how many minutes of screen time they give us for this season? I don't know the math. You do it. Well, I'm not going to be doing like a review. I'm just going to be talking, saying my thoughts on what I thought about it. It was okay. Yeah, it was okay. Well, let's say it was up to par as the part one. I don't know. I don't know. But they left us on a cliffhanger. So I'm excited for season three because I want to know what will happen. Because when they left us in this season two, nothing really happened in this season two, to be honest. Nothing really happened. The only major thing that happened in season two was that we found out that truly, Ehi, which is the lead character, is alive. If you've seen the season one, you see that season one was following the story of a family that lost their the matriarch, like, or the mother in the home. So the husband was trying to navigate life as a single father, and just navigate life. And then the children too were struggling and all of that good stuff. That was what season one was about. Then towards the end of season one, we started to find that there was more to her death. It was like their business was being used as a cover for something and all of that good stuff. So season two, we're excited to see, okay, what was the business a cover for? If she's alive, why was she hiding? How was he able to figure out how to navigate life with his children and all of that? So season two started now, and I don't know. I just felt like it was lacking a bit. Like it wasn't really hitting the nail on the head. But I don't think it was too bad because if you look at the comment section, so many people were saying it was not good. It was this, it was that. A lot was happening, and nothing was happening at the same time. People didn't really like the suspense. But if you know thrillers, I believe, you know, especially seasonal thrillers, that's thrillers that are done in series, they will make you hunger and thirst for it. They will make you hunger and thirst for it. So, like, that's why I'm not too mad at it because I know that they are prepared for a season three, and maybe that's why they are still, they are cooking. But one complaint I had is that there were some episodes that is like nothing was happening. Like it was just empty. It was like filler episodes. How can we have 13 episodes and then maybe like three or four were like filler episodes? Nothing was really happening there. But anyway, that's my thoughts about the whole series. They could have given us more. It was not enough. They could have given us more in this series. Anyway, let me not talk about the other thing. See, let me tell you something. This man's children in this movie, in this series, I mean, they are like the worst nightmare of any kind of parent. They were ridiculous. They were annoying. Like he had three children, or he has three children. The first two children, I don't pray for my enemy to have those type of children because they were just causing this man so much problem, causing so much. Like the one child, that one is busy pining, is busy. I don't even know what she's chasing after that first one. I don't know what she's looking for. The second one is taking drugs, like, and they know the right thing to do. They're just stressing this man. Then the last child is the only reasonable one, but like nobody's really paying her any attention. Now let's talk about even the lead character. I mean, what does she? I want to ask, what does she want? She's alive. Yes, she's not even helping her family like that. I don't know the point. Maybe there's a point that they're getting to, but I don't know the point now based on this season two. I don't know the point that she's trying to make. Because all of a sudden, in the last episode, she said she wants to come back to her family. To come and do what? To come and do what? Anyway, another character that we had is Tutu, which is the love interest of the lead male for now. The guy, after going through all his problems, it's like 2 years since he lost his wife now. He wants to marry her. The guy say no. And I agree with her, she should say no. Because him, he has not even figured his own life out. He wants to come and marry another person. Then another character, who is that? The Another character, Toby, and his wife. Those ones are just angry. Everybody's just angry in this season, including with the viewers. Everybody's angry. Anyway, will I still recommend it? Yes, I will. I think you should still watch it. Like, it's not, if you don't look at comment section, because if you look at comment section, you don't want to watch it. Now that the 13 episodes are out, I'll still recommend that you watch it, although it left us on a cliffhanger. So if you want to chill till season 3 comes out, maybe which will probably be in like 2 years. Maybe you can watch it that time. But other than that, I still recommend it. I think you should check it out. I still think it's a good watch. They're preparing us for suspense, more suspense. Anyway, so the olive, well, I would give it like this season to like a 7/10. No, that's too generous. No, it's okay. 7/10, it's okay. Anyway, so and I think you should still check it out. It's on YouTube. Now, onto the main event. I watched a movie that just came out and it's on Netflix. The name of this movie is Jagun Jagun. People, I like I don't watch I don't watch Yoruba movies because sometimes I just feel like sometimes it's like I don't usually know where they are getting at with their movies. And this I love Nollywood a lot. I always say it here, but Yoruba movies are always I don't dabble into that area. But this movie, Jagu Jagu, I don't care what anybody says. It's a fantastic movie. When I say fantastic, I mean with a capital letter F and a capital letter K. I know K is not fantastic, but take it like that. Like I love the overall, the ambience of the movie. I just loved everything, like the cinematography. Oh, let me pace myself because this movie needs to be broken down and dissected. Jagu Jagu is the name of the movie. The story was by Femi Adebayo, but it was written by Adebayo Tijani, I believe. It was written by someone else, and then it was directed by Tokwe Adebayo, which is a brother to Femi Adebayo. The cast was it had a bunch of stars, like it was really star studded. We had Adedumeji Latif, he played the lead. He was the protagonist. Then there was Femi Adebayo, he was the antagonist. We had Bimba Demoye, Bukumi Oluwa Shina, I think that's her name. We had Fathia Balogun, we had Odun Lade Adekola, we had how am I forgetting their names? I know their names. So we had a bunch of people. Mr. What's that his name again? Why did I forget? He's a comedian. I've forgotten his name. Oh, how can I forget his name? It's Mr. Macaroni. Yes, it was there. There were a bunch of people in the movie, but I can tell you that this movie was so good. Like I was so excited. I couldn't believe my eyes. I apologize if I've ever criticized you. I'm so sorry because this movie, the cast was amazing. It was perfect. Like, when they say a perfect 10 on all angles, this was a perfect casting. Everybody held their own. I was flabbergasted. I was flabberwhelmed. Now let's talk about the cinematography of this movie. Jesus Christ. The high angles, the low shots, the see, you see, I'm short of words. Like, it was too good. It was too good. Like, most movies I say I like, I can, I can still count things that I don't like. If I want to count the things I don't like in this movie, I'm not sure they're up to five. If I want to count the errors or the things I considered flaws in these movies, they are very, is like, it's something that if you're not like someone that like me, that has a very critical eye, you probably will not take note of it. It was too good. Then the story, let me tell you, this movie was giving, the story to me was giving David and Saul in the Bible. If you're Christian, even if you're not Christian, you must have heard about David and then Saul, that was the first king of Israel. You have heard that story of how, people were hailing David. Saul has killed his 1,000, David has killed his 10,000. This is like the story because that was what happened. I'm sorry if you've not watched it, I will spoil it because I really, really liked the story. I really enjoyed it. He was a warrior. It focused on a warrior, like the strongest man in all the earth, or in their villages. There were a bunch of villages, but like, it was the strongest man within that region. You know, everybody was afraid of him. People don't used to talk to him. People were just scared of him like that. And then he had a school for warriors, so people were coming to the school to come and learn how to fight. But he was such a no nonsense warrior, and very, like, there's a difference between no nonsense and just being plain wicked. He was just a wicked man. If you do something contrary to his command, uti sokpoti law, because that person don't go. And then there was a young guy that came there to the school, and the guy could hold his own among all the other people, and then the main warrior guy started becoming jealous. So this whole story just follows, the trials of the young guy, and the guy was so obedient. Then to not crown it all, this guy now goes to go and fall in love with the daughter of the warrior. So it was just a whole debacle, and just go, let me not spoil it too much, but I can tell you that it was not a basic story. Like, it was so good. It was so good. Everything that they did had a reason. You would notice something as minute as maybe the guy speaking to trees. In the beginning, I was like, why were they showing us? But then it made sense later why they showed us why he could talk to wood. I don't want to talk about it. I don't know. I just really like it. I don't know what people's. I've not looked at any review on this movie, so I don't know what people's thoughts are on this movie. But personally, I liked it. I think it's a very good movie. I think it's a must watch. I think you should go and check it out on Netflix. This is what it feels when someone says it's a $1 million or a million, not $1 million, a million naira movie that they spent money. I believe they spent money on this movie because the shots, the location, I don't know where they shot it. I don't know how they constructed the city on top of the mountain. I don't know how they did it. I don't know, but it was perfectly executed. Like, it was so well done. It was edited by Anthill Studios, so like, you can just expect that everything made sense. This, things were lining up to it too. There are just a few, places that the CGI or the effect was not. But I'm telling you that based on the story and everything, you can overlook it. You can overlook it. This movie is a must. The name of the movie is Jagun. Jagun is on Netflix. Jagun Jagun means warrior. Yeah, someone that used to fight. That's what it means in Yoruba. And I highly, highly recommend. I think you should check it out on Netflix. It's very fantastic. It's a good watch. It's a great watch. This is one of the movies I can watch again. Like, in fact, I'm going to watch it again. I'm going to watch it with some of my friends because I want to know like their thoughts on it. Maybe they think like me, but I really liked it. The storyline was wonderful. The fight scenes, I almost missed out on the fight scenes. No, kudos to the director, was Tope Adebayo, and I was so impressed. I don't know if they had like a fight director or a stunt director. I don't know if they had that, but the fight scenes were too good. They were too good. You will know that they actually like trained, or they, I don't know if they did not train, and then I don't know how they did it because it looked like it was so well done. Like, the fighting is to me, because people might be saying it's a lie, it's not good, it's not like Hollywood. Please, this is not Hollywood movie, this is Nollywood. I feel, or I believe that the fightings were very well done. Like, I don't know where they got some of the guys, like, they will punch them, this somersault that they will do. I'm like, this is not an ordinary. I think it was so good. And Latif Adedimeji, my God. That guy is an actor. His emotions, even if you're not feeling it, his face, the way his face will carry the no, 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 no. Him and Femi Adebayo, they did fantastic. If you just see Femi Adebayo, he does not even need to talk. Like his character, the name of his character was Ogundiji. He does not even need to talk. You just hate him. He did so well playing the villain. He did so well. And they were so athletic. Like, I don't know how to describe it. They were so good in their scenes. Like, is oh, I'm short of words. This is how much I enjoyed it. I watched it yesterday and I was like, I was going to review it today. It was such a good watch and I highly, highly recommend. So go check it out. The first series I recommended was The Olive, it's on YouTube, and then the second one is Jagun Jagun on Netflix. I highly, highly recommend that you check it out. And thank you for watching. Please leave a comment if you've seen it. Did you like it? What are your thoughts? Am I overly hyping it? In fact, I'm right. I don't care what you think. I'm right. That movie was a good movie. So check it out and let me know your thoughts. Please like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend that this is the place to be. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.